Know that I do not give you this title lightly. When the time comes, you will have the power to reveal the souls that cling to you, to open the gateway from the in-between to the waking world. Find Aethys. Learn his plans. When I have cause to talk to you, I will summon you.
With a quick gesture of her hand, you feel a sharp pain in what would be your chest. The pain continues, intruding deeper into your soul. Looking down, you see a small lump of darkness roiling within you. The darkness lingers there, but the pain abates and fades entirely within the span of a few seconds.
A chime. Do not fear, Herald. It will not harm you unless you choose to cross me. I trust it will not come to that.
Her gauntleted hand gestures to the dwarf, hovering nearby. The dwarf nods, contorts his face with his odd smile, and gestures to a new door.
Time is not on your side, Watcher. I suggest you get on with the task at hand.
This is very cool, very mysterious.
The return to your body feels like waking after a fitful drunken sleep. The rocking of the ship sends pain jolting through your limbs. Crashing waves hammer inside your skull. Adair watches over your body with a glazed look, taking long, even tokes from his pipe. At the first movement of your chest, he starts. His gasp, mid-puff, sends him coughing and straining for breath.
No, there's no way. You're awake. What are you doing awake? How are you feeling? Me? You don't remember?
Adair points at his face, which he seems to be arranging into his most recognizable expression. Receiving no response, he shrugs.
I'm the captain of this boat. And I was real big back in Deerwood. Had this keep called Cadnua. I was famous. And I was what you'd call a watcher. I'd go around talking to dead folks and creeping out just about everyone who saw.
He holds up his hands with fingers curled to mimic claws.
You're just some farmer. Likes to follow me around. Take most of the beating for me when we get attacked. Don't worry, it'll all come back.
Very funny.
Ah, see? You remember. Anyway, you didn't answer my question. How you feeling? Alive's a big improvement.
I hate to cast a pall over your recovery, but I'm afraid I have some bad news for you.
The voice echoes from inside the bust. The remains of the steward of Cadnua.
Cadnua has been destroyed. Aethys possessed the statue of Maros Nua and rose from the ground, consuming the souls of all nearby. It is only by the exceptional strength of your soul that you survived. And even then, just barely. The further Aethys withdrew, the weaker you became. We chartered this ship and followed him to the Deadfire archipelago.
The Deadfire archipelago marks the eastern edge of the known world, dominantly populated by island Oma, who make up the tribes of Juana. The chain of hundreds of islands span thousands of miles, and Deadfire contains myriad climates and biomes. They're home to bewildering array of creatures. The last century has brought ambitious colonial traders, explorers, pirates to the Deadfire, but travel east of the archipelago is blocked by destructive storms. Okay, yeah.
I know not how, but it seems he has retained a piece of your soul, and proximity to it has brought you back.
Misfortunes brewing topside. Migrants fires the captain stirs.
An older man with ale sour breath rubs his bloodshot eyes and stares at you.
Engrim, the smell of drink on your breath could wake the very dead. Now what's this about?
Pirates. They're demanding parley with you, Captain.
I know this is asking a lot, but you better arm yourself and get on deck. Should be some gear in there.
He indicates a nearby wardrobe.
Hell yeah.
All right, now make some use of it.
Yeah. Where does it go? In my hand. Rating 3, recovery time plus 0%. Okay, so that like slows me down. I'm gonna rely on my bear for armor.
The pirates of Deadfire are notorious. I suggest you deal with them quickly.
Well, what have we here? A little sloop? Lost and alone in the storm?
The surly, brutish-looking captain stands stiff-backed before his crew. He scowls as he assesses you, his hair whipping about his ears in wind. Okay, so it looks like the narrator doesn't do everything for me. That's a bummer.
I'll be taking your ship now, if you don't mind. And especially if you do.
Well, at least he asked.
I am a gentleman of fortune.
The captain shrugs in the shooting rain before pinning you with a slow, murderous grin.
Give her up easy, and I'll see you get a swift death. It'll be bloody and agonizing, sure. But at least it'll be quick.
Pirates? Okay, that's dumb. The storm's pretty loud. Did you say you're surrendering? How strange.
And then he's going to wear his breeches on his head and dance for us? Did I hear that right?
Haha.
Aye, but the breeches are gonna be stitched.
You've gained reputation and a disposition. Dispositions represent how people perceive your personality throughout the world. Even seemingly nasty reputations will be favored by some people, and benign reputations sometimes bring out the worst in certain people. No disposition is inherently good or bad in Pillars of Eternity. Alright, cool.
Skin.
Sweet.
You got a smart mouth on ya. Careful. That'll get you killed faster than any blade.
He grins to show his crooked teeth.
Listen up, mates.
He cracks his neck as he addresses his crew.
I'm off to spear me a bigger fish. One with sharper teeth like. I'm trusting you lot not to cock this up. Don't damage the sloop when you take it. Play with the crew if you'd like, but don't bring me any prisoners. None that are alive.
You had bandwidth!
Alright, you little bitch. Okay, so... take Darwin. Okay, so I can click him from here. Is there an attack? Oh, okay. It just wasn't all activated yet. Okay, so we'll take Darwin. There you go. You can attack now. No. And then you attack him. Ouch. Hit me in the face already.
Defend the ship!
I'll stick with my gun. Character fires and reloads the pistol quickly at the cost of accuracy. Interesting. Let's wound this guy next. Oh my. Get him, bear. The controls are not what I am expecting from, like, oh my. Oops, did I just die? You've defeated the pirates, but you're not out of trouble yet. The storm picks up, lashing your ship and driving you dangerously close to a rocky shore. The Defiant's crew hurries to reduce the sail, batten down the hatches. They work quickly, but the ship is still listing heavily. Just then, a loose crate stumbles towards you, gathering speed on the rain-slicked deck. It misses you, but knocks Chapultepec, one of your deckhands, off his feet. The Defiant heaves. Chapultepec pitches over the side. He grabs onto the rail, but his fingers are slipping. He cries out for help. Meanwhile, the runaway crate totters on the edge of the deck, ready to plunge overboard. You recognize the symbol on the front and realize it likely contains a salvage from Cadnua, your keep. Let's save the dude. You grab Chapultepec's arm just as his grip fails. For a tense moment, he hangs suspendingly over the rolling sea. Then with a mighty tug, you pull him back on deck. You hear a heavy splash. The crate from Cadnua is gone. Chapultepec, meanwhile, nods his gratitude and hurries to his station. Meanwhile, the storm has nearly driven you ashore. A flash of lightning reveals a treacherous coastline and Aethys striding into the distance. The lookout barely has time to shout before warning that the Defiant runs aground. The impact hurls you from the deck and into a froth of waves, bodies, and splintering debris. You struggle toward the beach just ahead, even as the surf tugs you toward the open sea. You kick and paddle with all your might until last you feel sand between your fingers. Pulling yourself ashore, you collapse. Seek out a means of repairing your ship.
You've been getting a lot of sleep so far on this trip. I'd have woke you, but you look so peaceful with your face in the sand.
Adair runs his fingers through his hair and removes a strand of seaweed he finds lodged there. He examines it closely and then tosses it
If
into
you're
the
worried
sand.
about the ship, you can stop worrying. It's wrecked right over there.
He points out the Defiant, despite it being difficult to miss from your vantage
So
point.
far, it's just you and me and the chair lady over there.
Adair nods towards something further up the
It's
beach.
a relief to see you awake, my lady. I worried you were in for another long sleep.
Your steward appears to be lodged between some rocks. Despite this, her tone is warmly cheerful. Where are we?
But it's real pretty.
Difficult to say for certain. The Deadfire is spotted with islands, some quite small. The good news is that if the storm hasn't spun us round entirely, I'd say we're in charted waters. I believe the Valian Trading Company operates in the region. Hence that little visit from that wretched pirate captain.
Alright, what do we do now?
It is your decision, but Aethus still holds a piece of your soul. He was moving inland last I saw of him. I rather think he will have been hard to miss.
Let's see about the other survivors. And somehow we gotta get the ship repaired. I don't want to be paddling out of here on a salvage raft.
For now, I'd say your best bet is to find some sign of civilization. If nothing else, we may be able to hire on a shipwright. My lady, if it is not too taxing, could you explain how it came to pass that you were returned to us?
I'll be a smartass. It turns out the gods are too dumb to figure out what Aethys is doing, so they send me back to figure it out.
Could be they're just not dumb enough to get in Aethys' way up here.
A perilous endeavor indeed. Castle or no castle, you are still my lady, and I will aid you to the best of my ability.
Your journal will update with relevant information. Or just to the J key. That's fine.
Well, I suppose we better get a move on.
Let's go. Choose a single class or multi-class for this companion. This choice cannot be changed later. Fighter and a rogue. Well, that's interesting. Although, I need tanks more than anything. Let's go with... well, no, fuck it.
Sure.
Hope the rest of those sodden bastards made it.
I don't think you made it, buddy.
Leave it to me.
Small shield. You could use a shield. Or, oh, you have one. Never mind. Deflection's 8, accuracy 4. Okay, yeah, it looks better.
I got it. Yeah?
Is that ye?
Old Engram appears to be in sound condition, though his waxed jacket is soaked through. He appraises you with blurry-eyed amusement.
You woke just in time for the fun. Fighting off motherless raiders one moment, flung into the freezing depths of Ondra's bosom the next.
Ingram's eye twitches as he flashes a smile notable for its extraordinary absence of teeth.
Aye. Magran learns us poor bastards that a little excitement's good for the heart.
The last Mangranite to travel with me almost went mad because of his goddess's trials.
Aye, but almost mad ain't fully mad. Ah, old Durance. The goddess shan't forge another like him in our lives, Captain.
Can we go back on the ship now?
Bella rocks back on the heels of her feet, watching you both. You're still drunk, aren't you?
Kindling watcher.
His beard provides some cover for his smile, but his eyes twinkle playfully. Vela, don't let Engram be in bad
That's
influence.
unkind. You're the one decided to pluck this wean from the wilds of Aer Glanfith. Blame that stone steward of yours for bringing the furry maid along.
Uncle Engram, you promised me ale.
Oh.
Later, sweetie. Uncle Ingram's thirsty too.
He absentmindedly taps his chest, near his heart, sounding the thunk of something metal beneath the priest's jacket.
Good thing I saw him first.
Okay, so there's a campfire down there. Usually tab. Yeah, there we go.
Maybe time to wrangle a bow before
Sword.
the weakness of hunger sets in.
Boars are mean.
Aye, maid, but I'm hungrier than they are mean.
Mind the boars, Watcher.
Suey. Suey.
Okay. Got you little bitch. Okay, ingredients. Yeah, I'm sure they're...
It is good to see you well, Watcher. I believe the boars were hoping for easy meat.
Chapultec greets you with a relieved nod and checks the pistol at his hip.
The bosun, Beadle, is in that cave over there. Ran in after a boar. Stubborn old dwarf. I will make for the campfire. I must get this pistol cleaned if it's going to be of any use. Be careful in there, Captain.
Sea cave. Okay, press the stealth button on the lower center of the screen or use the Alt key to have the characters enter and exit stealth.
Keep it down.
I guess we're not the first to head this way.
Leave it to me.
Torch. Okay, I don't think there was anything up to the left over here. Yeah, it didn't look like it.
Huh? Take this!
Yeah? May I be better than that?
Good job, everybody.
Of course.
Who needs stealth? Not
Looks
me.
like trouble.
Was that a skeleton?
Let's go.
Visits of Death's Herald. Accuracy 28 versus intelligence, I think. It's probably a skill check. Deep into their soul, temporarily frightening them. I don't know if that'll work on a skeleton. Oh, he is frightened.
No problem.
Better check these weapons. Saber. Oh, that's what you have, 17 to 24. So it's the same thing, it looks like.
Sure.
Cave coral. Ooh, there's a little asshole up here.
Yeah. Got it. Leave it.
Take him. Alright, you buddy. Crippling strike. Sounds good. You wound this guy.
Like that? Let's try something else.
And then get back to him.
That's not good.
Bestiary, nice.
After him.
Oh, she's hurting. Did not realize that. No items. Fighter, rogue, okay. Good, yeah, I'll set their AI. Perfect. I was wondering why they were like standing around.
Wait, must be something else.
Yeah, you need to run away.
Sure.
Ooh, it's a big shield.
Sure.
What?
Party assist, total mechanics. Lock difficulty 2. No, it
nice.
seems like it would be a waste. But you know
No
what?
problem.
Fuck it, it's my first lock.
Well, as long as I don't
Change
get
my
caught,
mind.
guess that wasn't so hard.
Hey,
Why not?
not bad. Potion of minor healing. Well, I'm glad I took that risk. My health came back. Ooh. This was... I should have been sneaking. Try to aggro them one at a time.
This weapon's no good to me.
Okay, so she's complaining.
Let's do this.
Nice.
Yeah. Better try something else.
So when they start bitching, it means that their weapon is being ineffective. So does my health come back after each bit of combat?
Got it. Yeah?
Thought I'd turn this on for everybody.
What do you need?
Let's turn it on.
Sure. Why not? You like that? Let's go.
She's hurting. Back up.
Got it. Yeah.
Hey.
After him. Let's go.
Stay behind me.
Get him. Missed. Leave it.
Deeper into the cave. Oh, the waters here glow an eerie blue and the cave glistens with reflected light. You can just make out an opening in the cavern wall to the northwest, where the water flows onward. The tunnel seems to extend a short distance before turning sharply, but you cannot see where it leads. Swim through. Watcher only check. The tunnel seems to extend a short distance before turning sharply. I don't understand. Oops, uh-oh. You swim forward to the unwelcoming gloom and you are immediately plunged into a confusing watery whelm of featureless stone and small darting shapes. You swim onward, determined, but soon it becomes clear that you've underestimated the strength of the journey. Desperate for air, you're forced to return the way you came. Oh, I got injured. Well, that's a bummer. Little Z was injured. Oh no. Can we try again? Hey, he's good. Nearly to the far side of the tunnel, a deer finds a space to come up for air. With a place to rest along the way, the swim should be more manageable. The tunnel seems okay. Now we swim through. Make short work of the journey. Sweet. You come up into what appears to be another smaller cavern where sunlight streams in from an opening stone. Treasure! A foul, briny stench rises from the sodden crates, their contents rotten.
Told him not to bring that thing in there. Didn't like the look of it one bit. But no one daren't speak poor of his precious animancy tech.
The ghostly figure paces the length of the small outcropping with quick, deliberate steps, muttering to herself all the while. Her long cape flaps with a wind that blows from the in-between.
Special gift from his contact, he says. Now it's acting all weird. Gives me the damn creeps. You feel it too, right? Like it's looking straight through you?
She turns piercing purple eyes on you. She shakes her head and resumes her pacing.
Came out here to get away. Couldn't stand it staring at me anymore. Then... Oh, my memory's fuzzy. Anyway, you want to been with? Haven't seen you for, but he's been bringing all sort of new folks on lately. Can't hardly keep track.
Looks like the rocks here did a number on your boat.
I think I remember something about a boat. Yeah, and some screaming. Look, maybe we should stick together. Feels right, you know? Well, with you being the only other thing around and all. I can give you a hand with, spirity stuff.
Stay with me. I'll find a way to return you to the wheel.
I tell you, mate, I'd take anything over this endless grey. Even Remagon's frosty ass crack.
Eee. The spirit tries to give you a friendly pat on the shoulder, but her hand passes right through you. Unperturbed, she grins and walks along behind you.
Still seeing ghosts, huh? I suppose you're stuck with that.
Okay. The pool is still and quiet. Having made the arduous swim once already, you're fairly confident you can find your way back.
Sure.
Okay, looks like we're at about 35 minutes, so I think I'm going to end this here and start the upload. I hope you enjoyed it. This is an interesting story-rich game. I will see you on the next one then. Oh, I can change the formation. Or face it. Alright, anyway.
Why not?
I'll see you next time.